school feeding program.
The government, through the National Council of Nomadic Education in Kenya, NACONEC, has embarked on a pilot project in Embu and Tharaka Nithi counties, contracting local farmers, cooperatives to supply food directly to schools. This marks a strategic shift from previous models, aiming to empower local farmers and strengthen the local food economy.
We have close to 5 billion learners who are actually under the school feeding program in a very different way, including the support by parents. As you may be aware, His Excellency the President has a target of feeding 8 million learners by 2027 before he goes for his re-election. And to that extent, the government of Kenya has committed itself to the Universal Global School Meal Coalition.
By providing farmers with a reliable market for their produce, the government hopes to incentivize agricultural production in the region. The new model also ensures that schools receive fresh, locally sourced food, contributing to the overall health and well-being of students.
Tumefurahia sana kusikia watoto wetu watakule chakula sisi tumekuza wenyewe kwa ground. Sababu saa nyingine walimu walikuwa wanaendea chakula nje, lakini sasa wakiwa wanatuchukulia itakuwa furaha kwetu. Na tutaendelea kuproduce chakula mingi yenye itawatosheleza shule mpaka tuipeleke nje.
It will be difficult to maintain learners in schools, especially the ones that are drawn from poor families, because sometimes they may even miss their supper, and therefore they would find it difficult to go to school and even to remain in school.
At minimum, every child is entitled to have one meal per day, and we know it happens mainly in school. So we wanted to visit this project, but we are connected in partnership with the governor of Tharaka Nithi, but also the Ministry of Education, who is represented here by Mr. Yusuf, and also the WFP, the World Food Programme.
The pilot program is expected to serve as a blueprint for expanding the initiative to other counties across Kenya. If successful, the homegrown school feeding program could revolutionize the way schools procure food, fostering a more sustainable and equitable food system. Martin Opio, K24 TV, Nairobi.
As the call for accountability and good governance continues to grow nationwide, a new survey by Kenya Track Research has ranked the National Irrigation Authority among the top-performing parastatals in the country. The survey, conducted between 31st of July and August 31st, gathered opinions from all 47 counties with a sample of 10,801 respondents. Athi Waterworks Development Agency and Kenya Railways follow closely, signaling increased public confidence in their service delivery. While challenges persist across the sectors, the survey highlights significant progress in building public trust among certain parastatals. But the Ministry of Investments, Trade and Industry has today invited the public and their key stakeholders to submit their proposals on legislative and policy reforms for advancing consumer protection, investments, trade and manufacturing. Trade CS Salim Vuria acknowledged that the cost and procedures have continued to burden trade and investments in the country, calling for the reforms. The Kenya private sector, alongside other stakeholders, welcomed the move by the Trade and Investment Ministry, terming it timely, and promised to collaborate and work with the ministry.
The government has previously put a lot of measures to spur both domestic and foreign trade, such as promoting structured trading, having agreements with different countries, and also creating market access. We have also provided a lot of incentives for investment in the special economic zones, and we have also provided space for manufacturing through infrastructure and other efforts that we have done across the country. However, from feedback that has come through, cost and procedures remain burdensome, to trade and investment. If we look at our export performance, and also in manufacturing. There are a lot of struggles, and consumer protection is still being implemented with a lot of significant gaps.
This is a process that is quite timely because we have an ailing private sector, one that is heavily burdened by the regulatory framework, and an in-depth review of this exercise is certainly something that we need to be able to revamp our private sector.
Elsewhere, the Kenya Witness Protection Agency spends up to 5.7 million shillings annually on each protected witness, including their dependents, according to Executive Director Jedida Waruhiu. Established in 2009, the WPA safeguards witnesses and their families through covert operations to ensure their safety and ability to testify. Waruhiu noted that since its inception, the WPA has received over 2,000 applications and successfully protected more than 800 individuals. Protection measures include physical security, relocation, and identity changes. Despite budget constraints, Waruhiu emphasized that the WPA remains committed to protecting all applicants.
So long as you're within the jurisdiction of the Republic of Kenya, we provide special protection to Kenyans and also non-Kenyans, so long as the crime took place, to a large extent took place here. And for refugees and asylum seekers, we do provide special protection to them. And we work very closely with the UNHCR, who is one of the referral partners. We also work with non-state actors like RCK and others who also refer cases. So one way of working for us to reach refugees and asylum seekers is through the interagency collaboration, because that is the only way most of the time we can get contact of those witnesses who are deserving, or also through the media where we find the reports of certain cases, we also do take them up. So for us, refugees, asylum seekers are the same. We treat them the same as we treat Kenyans. And in terms of cases, it is any case, any criminal matter, including where we find them.
A group of young mothers in Alego Usonga sub-county are celebrating a new chapter in their lives after completing a digital literacy training program. Supported by the French Embassy in Kenya, the She Deserves Skills program has empowered over 40 young women who had dropped out of school to acquire essential digital skills. Speaking at their graduation ceremony, the young mothers expressed their gratitude for the opportunity to learn about computers, internet usage, and the vast potential of digital world. The program, implemented in partnership with Stawisha Africa Initiative, Awepon, and Siaya Muungano Network, aims to empower these young women and contribute to the reduction of gender-based violence in the county.
That we are looking forward to us being able to hold at least twice every year, so that at least we are able to graduate more and more girls. Though from the support from the French Embassy in Kenya under the Pisca de Sita, it was a one-year project that actually is ending in September.
This is a very important training, and we know that from the skills that they learned, at least now some of them who are in businesses, this will give them an opportunity to market their products, not only in Siaya but also outside Siaya. And again, the skills that they've learned will also enable them maybe also to get some linkages to microfinance institutions who may be willing and able to support them.
We are engaging in other activities that ensures that the men in the community, the older in the community, other young girls who are not within this age range or within this cohort are also supported through our various programming activities. And this is all in a bid to ensure that our community is changed positively, and development starts with the girls that are behind us, and it proceeds to influence the entire community.
Through this digital literacy, we have learned on how to link with others outside the country and even in the other parts of the counties through different meeting apps in our computers or our phones. So I really appreciate this organization, and I really hope that they will stand together to help more youths within the community.
When you move from this place to other, you find that everywhere is digitalized. So we say thank you for them, for supporting us, and we call them upon to go into the villages and find some of our youths that are still at home and help them so that when we make a step, we can make together.
Well, that's just about it for K24 News. Thanks for making time for the segment. I'm Alan Owino. Our sign language interpreter for this session has been Walter Asewe. Don't touch the dial. Coming right up next is Jungula Sporty with Abdullah Ahmed. Do have yourselves a lovely one.